Welcome to the Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes podcast. I'm Bert LaCour. He's Damian Monte Carlo. We're hanging here with Angry Mike G. And we're talking Kiss 1978.
All right, here's the first podcast. This is Damian. And basically, this first one, we're going to talk about Kiss in 1978. We were talking about maybe putting like the best of solo albums, and Bert had the idea of maybe adding the studio tracks from Alive 2 on there and compiling all those songs and make like, you know, the Kiss album of 78 if they weren't doing the solo stuff and everything else. But first, in 1978, I want to give you like what was going on, like a time frame. Jimmy Carter was the president. Biggest show on TV was Laverne and Shirley. Most popular toy was Simon, which I totally forgot about. And, yeah, I had one of those things, too. Simon Says. Right?
Well, also, the biggest grossing movies of 78 was Superman, Grease, Animal House, Every Which Way But Loose, and Heaven Can Wait. Do you remember Heaven Can Wait?
I don't remember that one.
Warren Beatty with the football player, with Farnsworth was the butler.
I don't remember that one at all.
Great movie.
The other ones I remember.
You remember the other Animal House,
yeah.
Of course, yeah. The biggest singles of 78 were Shadow Dancing by Andy Gibb, Night Fever by the Bee Gees, You Light Up My Life, how about that one? And Staying Alive from the Bee Gees. So very disco heavy.
Disco-centric.
So I guess that's where, we get the Peter Criss record from. You know what I mean? So as we move along here, talking about the solo records in 78, Alive 2 did get recorded in 77. And, we're going to run through and just give you our opinion. You have your opinion, that's cool. We have ours. So we're just going to shoot this shit here for a while. So, a couple information is Paul Stanley is the only one that had all original songs. The rest of the guys all did a cover tune.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, so it was pretty wild. I mean, he also had Carmen Appice play on a song or two.
Right.
I think one song, maybe. Bob Kulick, of course, played guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hold Me, Touch Me, hit number 46 on the U.S. pop chart.
I didn't know that.
And I'm not even a favorite of that song. I think that song.
I think it's the worst.
It's probably the worst song on there, right? And the album charted at 40. So, we'll go back in and we'll talk about how the other guys charted and stuff. But let's go with Mike D. And let's see, Mike D., what's your first pick for the Paul Stanley record?
Well, I have to say, Tonight You Belong to Me.
I agree with that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounded like a Kiss song.
Yeah, I would say all the Paul stuff sounds like Kiss.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like Kiss. Tonight You Belong to Me definitely has an epic feel, and I probably think it's the best song out of all of them. For me.
Yeah, it's. I had that on my list.
Yeah, I would think so. I also picked Tonight You Belong to Me. How about you, Dan?
Yeah, I got that too.
Okay, cool. Awesome. How about your next track, Mike? What do you got for your next track?
I have Snowblind.
He's Freely. How about you, Dame?
For an Ace tune, I have Rocket Ride.
I did pick Rocket Ride also, but for my next one, I picked New York Groove, even though, a little overdone, but how could you not put New York Groove
I mean, it's a great song. I want to pick it just because it's a cover. But
good point.
Yeah.
Good point. And then, I guess going on to the Gene Simmons track. Mike, what do you think of the Gene Simmons track?
Well, should I say, first of all, I think Gene's album was the worst.
I agree. Dame?
Yeah, it's... His and Peter's are pretty close to being the worst.
And I'm surprised about that because I always liked Gene's stuff and Kiss. Like
it's the most disappointing one for sure.
Right. That's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said the other night.
And the ending of the CD just made it that much worse.
When You Wish Upon a Star?
That was the grand finale. I'll give him ball.
I wished upon a star and the album was over, thank God.
Yeah. I heard that. I was like, what the hell is this shit?
Oh, that's too funny. I picked See You Tonight. I like that tune. I thought the tune was good.
Well, I had... Whoa. Yeah, that was the next one. I picked my songs by... We're going in order, but I had mine picked, like, if it was a record. So the third song is a Gene song. I picked Larger Than Life from Alive 2.
Awesome. Great tune. How about you, Mike? What'd you pick?
It was a tough choice. I mean, I kind of thought Mr. Make-Believe was cool. It had that...
Interesting tune. What do you think, Mr. Make-Believe? Not bad.
Not bad. I heard somebody cover that. Like they did an acoustic version of like a year or two, and I went back and listened to it. I was like, that's actually not a bad
Not bad.
Not a bad tune.
Gene's got some of that Beatles stuff.
Yeah,
going on,
yeah.
Which I kind of dig.
Yeah.
You know, but it's, I mean, for all the fucking people he had on that record, and Gene probably being my favorite voice of Kiss. You know, Gene's got such an awesome voice.
He's got a lot of different voices. You know?
Yeah, and then I like that he shows that he could sing if he wants to sing the Beatles song.
Oh,
Yeah, but you want to hear Gene, like, you know, sort of summon Satan right in front of you.
Yeah, right.
That's kind of like disappointing with that.
Yeah, he didn't do that at all on that.
No,
that
it was
record.
kind of friggin' weird. It was kind of weird. I don't know. How about your first Peter track, Mike? What you have for your first Peter track?
We won't talk about my first Peter track. but I picked "You Matter to Me."
Great song.
Yeah.
I picked it. I picked it too.
I got it too.
You picked it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it, and the dance thing. I kind of like enjoy that. The little disco kind of thing worked.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's almost like a yacht rock album. You know?
Right.
It's like yacht rock, soft rock. Like there, what was it? The top song. One of them was what was that song up there?
For which one?
Like best songs is top.
Oh, okay. From 7.
You Light Up My Life.
Yeah.
You know, it's like one of Peter's songs could have competed with that, maybe. You know?
Yeah, you know what? I love Peter's voice. It just wasn't the right album for Kiss fans.
Yeah, nobody was expecting that. I mean, maybe so because of Beth and Hard Luck Woman. I don't know, but he did some rocking songs other than that.
Yeah, I mean,
It reminded me like a cross between like Billy Joel and Elton John for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't.
yeah. Now listening to like Peter's later stuff wasn't bad, you know. But yeah. So I mean, Peter, great voice, just wrong album for Kiss fans probably, you know. But he does have a great voice.
Yeah,
I'm betting they probably were hating most of it when it came out. They had to be.
Oh yeah. Well, what was the saying? The album shipped platinum and got returned double platinum.
Yeah.
Was that the saying?
Yeah. They sent a lot of them back.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, I remember buying them out of the bargain bin. Remember
Yeah,
Woolworths?
the cutouts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cutouts. Yeah,
Yeah.
the cutouts.
Yeah.
I totally remember that. But, oh man, fucking.
Well, you know what's funny? When I was a kid, I would get paid from the little job I had, and every day or every week I would go to Tower Records and I'd have like $20 on me, so I would buy like 2 or 3 Kiss tapes. And I was trying to go in order because I got into them late. Like the first one I got, I think, was like Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits. Then I bought Unmasked at Kmart for $5.
Yeah.
And then I discovered Tower Records and I was trying to buy them all. So the first solo album I got was Peter's.
Right.
Because I didn't know what a solo record was.
Right.
Was it drum solos? If an album drum solos,
exactly.
then you get him.
Exactly.
And it was, man, I was
Well, let me ask you a question,
disappointed in
Dave.
that.
What was your first ever Kiss album that you remember having? Your first one.
Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits was the
Smashes
first
and
one I
Thrashes.
bought.
Guess what?
How about you, Mike?
I'm gonna. It had to be mine too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember it came out that year, and I remember my mother bought it for me for Christmas. Because that was the first thing I've owned a Kiss, and then I found like pieces of stuff like bargain bins and somebody selling like vinyl of them and stuff like that.
Right.
So, but yeah, that was my first like Kiss experience, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
My first Kiss record was Destroyer. I was a little kid. I probably didn't even understand it, but I used to get my cars and play with the beginning with the crash. You know, the crash in the beginning. I didn't know. I just like the pictures. That's been my favorite band since I was a little kid. 'Cause it's the first band I remember liking.
Yeah.
I used to even think when I heard T-Rex, I'm like, oh, that's Kiss, because everybody was Kiss to me that sounded that way.
So I'll give you a good one. So back, I'm going to probably say 78, around that time frame, they had these toys, and they were made by Mego, and they mostly made superheroes.
Right.
And they made Kiss dolls, of course everybody knows.
Right.
So my grandfather spoiled the shit out of me. He took me to Toys R Us, and they had these Kiss dolls there and everything like that. He's like, come on, I'll get you the 4 of them. I was scared shitless of them. No, I don't want these to get the frick away from me.
Yeah.
And now it's like you kick yourself in the ass.
Oh,
Really?
yeah. Did you ever have them, Dave?
No, but I remember going into Kitty City. It must have been like, I was probably like 4 years old. So this is like their elder on mass period, maybe. And they had like, remember the red tag specials? They used to blow everything out.
Yeah.
They had a whole row of Kiss dolls. And, I didn't really know who they were, but they looked cool. And my mom, I was like, oh, Mom, I want one. She was like, nah, you don't want that. I was like, yeah, I wish I had them. They're probably like $1.50 or something back then.
I think I only had the Peter Criss one. And I don't know why. I don't know if they were expensive. I don't remember. I remember seeing when you remember Rock and Roll Plus up South Street?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I
absolutely.
remember going in there and they had one for like $80. I wasn't
Yeah.
spending $80 on it, but
Yeah.
I mean that's back then when you used to buy. I used to buy Interview vinyl and shit like that. Like, I'll never buy Interview
I
vinyl
know.
now, but back then they had like that Rock Icons thing or whatever.
Yeah. It's the only way you can get that stuff.
Yeah. They were like picture discs, like picture discs.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if how true it is. They say that the sound quality is different on a picture disc than a regular disc. They said it's
I
not
never
as
even
good.
wanted to even listen to
I don't
it,
even know if I ever put one in
Right.
myself.
I mean,
to tell you the truth.
When I bought records when I was a kid, I would buy them because of the album covers. My first Iron Maiden, I bought because of the album cover. I didn't know
Right.
what Iron Maiden was. Appetite for Destruction, I had the original cover. I bought it for the crazy
Oh,
cover.
wow.
I didn't even know who they were. They got big a year after that, you know? I was like, it's crazy, man. Okay, so let's move back to the Kiss
We traded
78
that
record. Yeah, man. Second Gene tune, I'm going to go with Radioactive. That scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Totally scared the shit out of me as a kid. What you got, Mike?
I had Ain't Quite Right.
It's Paul Stanley.
Am I
You're
on the wrong one?
I think. Oh, you picked Radioactive too. You picked
Where are
Radioactive.
you at now? Okay.
Yeah, you picked Radioactive. Mike D slipping.
Slipping here. Get excited.
I got See You Tonight for
You
my
got See You
second
Tonight,
one. Yeah.
which I picked See You Tonight also. Mike
Yeah.
picked Mr. Make Believe. But yeah, and that was a toss up, between. I don't know. I mean, like a lot of the Gene shit. It's like what was the one that was on? Was See You Tonight also on?
Unplugged.
It was on Unplugged.
Yeah.
Which some of the Unplugged versions.
That was great. And
Was
that's when I heard that I was like, whoa.
Like
What song is it? What album is this from? Because I
Like
never.
Coming Home on Unplugged. Wow, it was like a
Yeah.
new song to me.
Yeah.
It was like a total.
So I got a story on that one too.
Yeah.
Because when Metallica's Load came out, I had that and I hated it.
Right.
So my buddy Billy had the Kiss Unplugged and he really didn't like it. So we traded on that. And I wasn't really a Kiss fan, so I really didn't even like the Unplugged. to tell you
Yeah.
the truth. But yes, that's how I, had
loved
that
it.
one.
I loved it.
I liked it. Yeah.
I might have to give it a shot again.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. A lot of the acoustic versions, like even like, I mean, my favorite Kiss album is the first record. It's still my favorite Kiss album. It's just so many good songs.
Yeah.
So many good songs.
Classic.
And what about Paul? You got Ain't Quite Right for Paul.
Right, we gave that away already.
Yeah, it was the spoiler.
Damn.
What about you, Dane? What was the other Paul song?
The other one I had was What Do You Like to Know Me?
Close. I almost picked that, but I went with Ain't Quite Right.
Did
Probably
you?
for the guitar part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Okay, how about Dane? What do you got for the next Peter song?
Now I listened to Peter's album like 3 or 4 times, and I don't even think I ever listened to it that much. But like the past week, and one of them that I kind of like rediscovered was Easy Thing.
Okay. Yeah.
I actually had that to close out the record. It reminds me of like a John Lennon solo tune, which is probably a great compliment to Peter. I'm sure he didn't write it.
Probably
But,
not.
It does. I mean, he's like channeling John Lennon's voice and everything. It sounds really like.
He's got a
like
great
Lennon
voice.
tune.
Do you know he was the only one out of the solo albums to release 2 singles, and
Oh,
neither,
really? I
neither
didn't
of
know
them
that.
charted. Neither of them
I
charted.
wonder why.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
give Peter an extra bone.
Yeah. He released "Don't Let Me Down" and "You Matter to Me," which I thought "You Matter to Me" wanted to chart it, but the album charted at 43, which was still the lowest,
Yeah.
But
I think I actually would have picked Peters as the worst. But
I got
think the whole
Peters
thing
as
with
the
Gene
worst.
Gene's the worst.
respected better.
Yeah.
But in reality, Peters really is probably the worst.
Well, that being said, I picked "That's the Kind of Sugar Papa Likes."
I picked that also.
Did you pick it? I don't know. I think it's the chorus. I don't know.
Yeah. There was another one I was going to pick, and I can't remember.
I almost picked "I Can't Stop the Rain"
Yeah, it's not bad.
just because it's a ballad. I was going to end the record with that. That was
Yeah.
like, with that dance beat. Oh, that's the kind of sugar Papa likes. Too funny, man. Ace, the next one for me, Ace, Rip It Out. How could you not pick Rip It Out?
Yeah, I had that too.
You picked, what you picked? Like Ozone. Great riff.
That's a good one, yeah.
Great riff. Well, out of all the stuff, Aces has the best. Aces got the most unique riffs in
Yeah.
there,
I think his was definitely the best.
I almost didn't put "Rip It Out" on there, only because if I was thinking like a true like nerd, Peter wouldn't be able to play that drum break. You know what I
Thinking
mean?
like a drummer.
Yeah.
Thinking like a drummer.
So, but I said, maybe you can.
Well, it's because you got Anton Fig.
Right. Yes.
Anton Fig, awesome. David Letterman Band did a bunch of Kiss stuff. Anton Fig's great. Also, the Ace record was produced by Eddie Kramer. New York Groove peaked at 13 on the Billboard charts. Album charted at 26. And Ace's record did also sell the most. Even though Jeans charted the highest. Crazy, right? I mean, everyone bought Jeans for the album cover, I'm sure.
Because he was the most popular one.
Yeah, Gene was definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
As a kid, definitely my favorite as I was a kid. You know, like
Well, who didn't like Gene though, Rick? I mean, I could see maybe a lot of people like Ace also. But
he was the best. Matter of fact, I got a Gene story, and I'm sure Damien's got a Gene story. Is that Gene? I met him in, I don't know, when was Revenge around?
92.
Okay, 92. They had a listening party, and me and my buddy Sal, who got us into the listening party, it was, you know, maybe 20, 30 people in there. Everybody was there but Paul, as far as Kiss goes, and everybody was super cool. Gene was super cool. Took time, talked to everybody, walked around the room. I mean, he gave everybody attention. He wasn't just like, you know, moving on. He was just...
Did he have a tip jar?
No, no tip jar. But Greg, who also plays in the band with me, Greg was in Octane, and Greg told me the story of, you know, they were doing some kind of show for, what was it, MMR probably, and he told him, listen, you know, when you guys go out there, you know, I don't mean to play like God of Thunder or nothing like that. And Greg was like, come on, you gotta let's play God of Thunder. And he told Greg, he's like, listen, if you give me $5, you can play it. And Greg gave him $5. And they played it.
I wonder what the point of that was.
The power of song.
Yeah, he had to have a reason for it.
So Gene is Gene, man. But I met him. He was really cool. I know, Dane, you met him. You opened up for him.
Yeah, he was great. He was super cool. You know, he was like, it's like hanging out with your dad almost. Like, he tells really bad jokes.
Yeah.
know?
Way nicer than anybody.
Way nicer, yeah.
Way nicer.
Like, a lot of people think of him being a certain way. He's total opposite.
Yeah, I thought he was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was talking to him, it wasn't like him talking to a fan. He was just talking to a person, and he treated me like he would treat somebody he knew forever.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was super cool. I know you. I never really actually met Ace. I got a picture with him, but I'm kind of like, it was like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know. I knew you also opened up for Ace. And,
Yeah.
How was Ace?
He was cool. I mean, it was like pretty quick.
He's pretty laid back.
Yeah. I mean, we took a picture, and we finished playing with him. And I asked my buddy who was like helping Ace out. I said, "Yo, you think I could get a picture with Ace real quick?" It was right at the end. Everybody was gone, and so he said, "Yeah, let me see." He says, knocks on the door. He said, "Ace, the drummer from the opening band. Is it cool if he, you know, takes a picture with you?" I said, "Yeah, let him on in." So I went in and took a picture with him. We're like sitting on the couch. We got our feet up on the ottoman. You know, looks like we're best buddies. And then I was out.
See ya, Curly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so going back to the 77 Alive 2, which was probably my first Kiss cassette tape. I played the shit out of that.
It's one of my first ones, yeah.
It was. I probably heard Kiss Alive 2 before I heard Kiss Alive 1.
Oh, I did too, yeah.
That's why it's still...
Yeah.
I always picked that one over one just because that was the first one. You know,
that's
my
I
first
like that one better too for that reason.
And for as far as... I wasn't huge on the studio side. I liked a couple songs, but I had to go with Rip It Out. That's what I picked, Rip It Out. What did you pick, Dave?
For...
The studio sides of Alive 2.
Oh, Rip It Out's a solo act. You're thinking of...
Rocket Ride!
Rocket Ride.
I meant Rocket Ride.
Yeah, I was going to say...
I picked Rocket Ride.
You picked Rocket Ride?
Picked
Mike,
that,
what did
yeah.
you pick?
Right, Larger Than Life? I think.
Great song. I picked Larger Than
And
Life.
I picked Larger Than Life, and I picked All American Man.
He picked All American Man, too. So
Yeah.
we all kind of have the
There's only
same...
like 5 choices, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one Beatles songish, whatever. I don't even know if that's... It's got to be a cover. I don't
It
know.
is, yeah. I forget who the hell it
And I was like...
It's like one of those girl groups.
Yeah, I was like, It's like them putting on the end of Love Gun when they put That She Kissed Me. It's kind of weird.
Well, I think they were supposed to do... I heard that they were going to do like an Elvis tune or something.
Really?
Because Elvis had died around that time.
No.
And I don't know the reason why they didn't do it, but...
I could kind of... I'm glad on that one.
With
Yeah.
the Elvis.
Oh, the Dave Clark 5 song. That was the
Is that
cover
what it
they
Dave
did.
Clark 5?
Yeah.
Everything sounds like the Beatles.
Any way you
song,
want it.
stuff.
Yeah,
Any way you
yeah.
want it. That's it. And,
But I picked 3 Paul tunes, 3 Ace tunes, 2 Gene, and 2 Peter.
Yeah.
That was my 10.
Yeah, I mean, now as far as, you know, are we all together on the worst record with Gene's, probably?
I don't know. It's a tough one.
The Peter's got you
Yeah,
thinking.
it's tough. It's tough.
See, I think I covered on that because I said Jeans is probably the worst because you expect it more. I think to me that pushes it straight freaking down.
Yeah.
Paul's, it's like, I mean, Peter's kind of like you really didn't expect too much of it, and it was bad. So, you know, I guess he's got. To me, I put him above that.
Yeah.
But Gene's I thought was the worst.
I mean, the thing with Gene is he had so many people, and he had Joe Perry on it, Bob Seger, Rick Nielsen, Donna Summer,
They
Cher.
should have stayed at home and watched TV.
Your favorite, Richie Rano, Katie Segal from Married with Children.
That's
Sons of
right.
Anarchy.
Yeah.
You know, great
Yeah.
voice. He's got a real good voice. And, you know, he hit 47 on the Billboard charts, and an album charted at 22, which, like I said before, is the highest charting record. But had to be because of the album cover. Them album covers are iconic.
Yeah, how many of them were thrown out the window too?
Yeah. Right.
Probably at that time a lot. Not for us, though. I
Yeah.
tried
Sure,
to
a lot of
collect
people were
everything.
We
disappointed.
go play frisbee.
So,
I did miss a song.
oh, wait. We got here.
New York Groove I had on my list too. That was my third
Yeah,
song.
I know. I was thinking.
I almost left it off too, and had Rip It Out on there. Wait, did I put Rip It Out? I did have
I
Rip
think
It
you
Out.
did pick Rip It
I
Out, yeah.
did, yeah.
You know, what I really think would have happened if you're really doing a Kiss record from 78 and the way the Kiss would pick their songs, it would be more Paul heavy, you know?
Yeah.
So I think, my opinion is, if Kiss made the record and it was Kiss picking the songs or the producers picking the songs, I went with Radioactive, New York Groove, You Matter to Me, Larger Than Life, All American Man, Tonight You Belong to Me, Rocket Ride, See It Tonight, Wouldn't You Like to Know Me, and Move On. That's probably somewhat what I think they would have picked.
Yeah, I had like Paul, Ace, Gene, Paul, Peter. Like I tried to
Yeah, you tried
mix
to
it up.
make
So
like
I
a
had
round,
I started it out with Tonight You Belong to Me. Then I had Rocket Ride as a second track. Larger Than Life. Wouldn't You Like to Know Me? You Matter to Me. Peter's doing at the end of side A. And then Rip It Out as the intro for side 2. See You Tonight, New York Groove, All American Man, and Easy Thing to close it
Nice.
out. So I had Peter close out both sides because
Nice.
it's like soft rock.
Right, exactly. It's like the ballad at the end of
Yeah.
the end of the thing. So, if you had to pick, what do you think is the best record?
That's tough. I gotta go with Paul's. I think.
I'm in between.
Yeah, it's
I
really
flip flopped. I went with Paul because it sounded more like a Kiss record, but then I went with Ace, going, it's just every song's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went with Ace also. I just
And I wanted to go with Paul
Yeah.
because Paul sounds like a Kiss record.
I'm
You
not
know.
a Paul fan, so no, I would definitely not go with Paul.
It's a tough one. Both of them are so good.
But and that was even a tough one putting Paul over any of them too.
Right.
But-
You were surprised listening to the Paul
But
record.
Ace, I actually
you know?
really liked Ace's album. I actually would pop that on and listen to. So
Yeah.
it was cool.
Okay, so let me hit you with this. Paul Stanley record. Better than you thought? Not as good as you thought, or pretty much the same as you thought?
I think it's what you expected.
I agree. It's what I would
Yeah.
expect it to.
Yeah.
Peter.
Peter is probably what you expected.
I mean, he really didn't do that much in songs on their albums anyway, so it's kind of like,
Yeah.
well, what is he going to do? So it's like, oh, just stay doing what you're doing.
You say Peter Criss songs, people are going to say they're going to say Beth or Hard Luck Woman, which are ballads. So
Right. You expect that
It's-
Rod Stewart
yeah.
kind of.
it's what you expected, I think.
How about Ace?
Ace was the biggest surprise,
Yeah,
and Gene was the biggest disappointment, I think.
I'm in agreement
Yeah.
with that.
Absolutely.
And Ace, it's not like Ace has the greatest voice, but it's just cool. It's laid back, it's lazy, but even his solo stuff now, I still like it. It's that sound, whatever sound he has.
Yeah.
It's that's even vocally, it's what you
Nobody-
expect.
nobody sounds
It's
like
cool. Yeah, it's his own deal. So, we're gonna do some more of this podcast stuff, and it's not just gonna be music. We're gonna do some movie stuff, and who knows, food and stuff like that. But we're just gonna wing it for now, and that was Kiss 78.
Yeah. Let us know what you think. If you agree, if you disagree, get some
But a
feedback.
lot of people were saying, let's move on to 79.
Yeah.
Mixtapes and tasty